Welcome back to another video, traders. Today I'm looking at AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. If you're not familiar, they make GPUs, processors, things like that, PC parts. They've had a great run this year. Let's take a look back. We're on the 4-hour, 180-day chart. Beginning of this year, AMD was around $50, and when the pandemic hit, they fell down a little bit to 36.5. Instantly recovered. They sat around and really established this support here at 59 here for months and months, and then finally, staying within this channel for the most part, bounced off the bottom, had a huge move, eventually all the way up to 94 around that market high on September 2nd, and since then we've seen, a lot of volatility in the market. Consolidation, chopping around, and we've seen AMD staying above the growth channel for the most part until recently, finally bouncing back off the bottom and out and above not only the growth trend, but I'll show you guys really quick on the 30-day. That's not the 30-day. That it actually broke above this most recent downtrend from the market high on September 2nd. We've been on a downtrend, and a few stocks, AMD, one of them. On Friday, AMD broke above this downtrend, and that's very bullish to see. So next week, I'm going to go back over here to the 180-day really quick. Next week, we're hoping, or if you're bullish on this name, there's going to be a bit of a resistance here. Let's put a line on that. Probably should be there before I start the video next time, but you guys can see me do some charting for once. Go in here and turn this into my little dotted line because it's not really an established support yet, but there is a line there. There is going to be a resistance there, and I don't think AMD is going to break above this or even stay above the trend, but let's get some historical perspective before we look at the near-term outlook, and I'm going to go all the way back to a 5-year window just to get an idea of what this stock does, because AMD, along with lots of other GPU makers, they're known to have a seasonal decline annually around this time of year. So I just want to get some historical perspective. We have this growth line, this trend line that goes back 5 years, fully 5 years to January 2016. And, it's a very healthy growth trend here. But as you can see, right now, that growth trend is around 40 and the stock is around 85. So we are hugely extended above historical growth levels here. And if you're looking at this action from the beginning of the year, we can see that Corona actually, as opposed to a huge drop, it brought us right back into the growth channel right there. And all of this is, out and above. Honestly, if you're looking at this from a long-term perspective, AMD is, it's double the price here on the trend line. So it's very extended from its normal range from a historical perspective. So what do I see if we go back here to the 180-day? I'm looking at this downtrend line and also that long-term growth trend, but really this Corona trend line, because I think we haven't really been below this. Here was kind of tickling, but we kind of held on. But I think we're going to see consolidation off of this downtrend and the bottom of the channel. For the next couple of months here, I'd be very surprised if we see new highs. If we do break above this resistance line, that's a very bullish signal, though. If we see that, I'm going to have to think about taking this thing long. But I'll be surprised if we do. I'd expect to see, some volatility, ultimately consolidating into this 80 price level towards the end of the year, and we'll see what happens at that point. But just one more time, we haven't been this far away from this trend line for a while, guys. So I'd expect to see a little bit of a pullback correction back into this growth trend here. The short-term technical aspects of this stock are certainly bullish, but when you look at a wider perspective, you can see that it's going to be tough in the short term for AMD to make new highs, you know, unless the market just takes off. But I think that's one other thing I wanted to look at for you guys, just real quick. We'll go look at the SPY itself, and I'm going to come in here on the 30-day, so we can get an idea of what's happening with the market as a whole in the short term. So this is that same downtrend that we've been on since you know, approximately September 2nd, and you can see the SPY after hours on Friday, you know, Thursday and Friday, it's just banging its head up against this resistance line, and after hours it broke through. We'll see if that holds tomorrow morning. But I think the takeaway here is SPY is getting a little bit extended to the upside as well. And we'll zoom out just a little bit more so we can see that right now we are, you know, after that after hours run, we're only a couple points off of that all-time high that we saw beginning of September. So what happened last time we hit that? We fell 30 points. And that's the biggest drop, you know, or equivalent to the biggest drop that we've seen this year outside of the coronavirus crash. So we're getting close to that level, and I think, you know, the market as a whole is going to be tentative to go higher into new all-time highs with the uncertainty that we have right now. So I think we're going to see the market, we're going to see this thing get rejected, come back down, and consolidate as well. So I think we're going to see this week the market on a bit of a downturn. AMD historically, seasonally, you know, we know to expect a downturn this time of year. And looking at the chart historically, we could see that there's just not much upside in the short term. So as healthy as it looks right now, do I want to take this thing long? No. You know, if we break this support to the upside here, that's another story. I don't think that's going to happen, but I guess we'll see what happens tomorrow morning, guys. That's my 2 cents on AMD. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please leave a like. If you have any questions or comments, please comment below. I read all the comments, so if you have a question, I'll definitely respond. And if you want to see more videos like this one and other technical analysis, please subscribe. Thanks, guys, and have a great day.